Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be discussing about Staad Pro 2025. So Staad Pro 2025 has come up with the latest updations, and the graphical user interface has been more updated when we compare with the old Staad Pro versions. So in today's part video, I will show you the outline of Staad Pro 2025 and what's new features are added in this. So let's go and discuss this part. Okay, so once you open Staad Pro, we can see the job information as the first tab on the left side of your screen. So the job information is nothing but to enter the entire details about your project title, a job name, a client details or job numbers, and any revisions that you are updating in your projects. So those revision numbers can be added, and the reference numbers also is there, and engineer details, a checker and approver details with entry of date. So all these details has been updated with the graphical interface. On the right side you can see the model information. So what are the total loads has been added or combinations, and physical members and analytical members. So it clearly shows the picture how many solid plates or plates and solids are there. So that's very good features in Staad Pro 2025. And once you complete with this job informations, the next tab shows you a new. So it's nothing but to create your physical model or analytical model. So over here we go with analytical model when we begin a structure with a basic part, and then you can give your file name as similar to your previous version of Staad Pro. And here also you can select the units in English and metrics, so it's easy to select your units at the beginning of the projects. Once you're done with the metrics, then you can go for create structure. So once you click on the create structure, you will be taken back to the working interface. So here is the new updates with the Staad Pro 2025. On the left side you can see the workflow tab members, analytical model, physical model, piping, post processing. All these features are available on the left side. On the right side you can see as the nodes and beams, which we already seen in the old version of Staad Pro. So x axis, y axis, z axis, and the little bit updates on the top tab portion. So you can see the geometry, view, select, specification, loadings, and analysis and designs. So this is having a good interface to click by users. So once you start with the files, so you can go back to file also. So once you're done with the any updates with job information, you can come back by using this arrow mark. So go back to the geometry. So once you click on the geometry, earlier stage here it was setting was there to click on the nodes. So in the new version you can see grids over here. So just click on the grids, you will be getting a beam grids or triangular grids in the case of triangular plates, or solid or rectangular grids you are making, you can go for quadrilateral grids. So let's start with the simple introduction beam grids. So you'll be getting a beam grids, and you can click the edit as you discussed in the previous version. So which axis you are going to work with Staad Pro, so x and z or yz or xy, and what will be the size of each grid. So how many numbers of grids are required, you need a 10 or you need 15 grids in x-axis and 20 grids in y-axis. And you can also keep the grid spacing 1 meter. Over here you can keep it as 1.5. so it's similar to the previous versions, so it has been updated here. So you can keep 1 right now. I'm just going for a sample. Okay, so you can get the same features, or you want to change the axis, again click on it, you can change the axis over here, right? Then next you have a structure wizard options. So once you click on the structure wizards, we can get a predefined structure wizards options. So it's a truss model or frame structures or surface or solid plates will be getting out from this structure wizards. It's quite similar to the previous one. Then you will be looking about your translational repeat. So over here it has been brought with the x and y z translation repeat. So you want to increase your base structures, they can go for link steps, and renumber of base you can do it. The next icon, you have a circulation repeat, so you can go for circular repeats. So in order to make some circular water tank or circular domes, you want to go for repetitions, you can use for it. Then rotate options are available over here. Then you can also see mirror options, then slab wall connections. Then you have input units, so change your units. So presently we are in meters and kilonewton. You want to shift to millimeters, then kilonewtons, we can shift over here. So this is a very good part. We can convert the units. In earlier version was we want to go to the settings and we do the settings again, but in this updated version you can easily click on the unit setting over here. Then you will be seeing the modes, move origins, so it's also available over here. Then number of renumbering of nodes, we can go for renumbering of nodes. Then add beam features are added here, or you want to make a midpoint between the beams, or all these options are available. The next you'll be seeing about the plates sections. In the plate sections you can see in add plate, a triangular plate, or a solid rectangular plates. All these are available, and similarly for the nodes also it's available on this adjacent to that, right? The next thing which you can see on the view tab, it's nothing but a zoom options and zoom out options and orientation of the structures, which view you want to see, left side view, right side view, top sections. So that is available over here. And again you can use a spin lift, spin right to rotate your structures. Then also you can see over your selection of nodes. So all these options are available in selections, selection of node cursor, a beam cursor, plate cursors. Then you can also see the parallel connections. Just you want to select a beam parallel to XY, a beam parallel to YZs. So all these options are also available in this particular tab. Then again for beams and plates, they have also given separately now. So you want to select only the beams, you can easily select for beams parallel to X. So then you can also see the grouping. So the grouping is very important in Staad Pro. So when you deal with a certain size or geometrical sections, so that help you to make the grouping as per the selection of property names. If you are creating some property name, so that makes your works easy. And once the model is done, you can check for a missing property in order to avoid some property allocations. So they have also provided this time a drag box and drag line options and region options for selection part. The next tab which we have are specifications. It's nothing but the material specification, what type of material you're going to give. So if you talk about beams, so you can select the beams, and here is the prismatic beams, then tapered sections. So all the details of specification related to your supports and beam profiles can be created. So concrete beams you want, so easily you can select the same similar type, what is the member size you want to give, that is provided under specifications. Then similar to that, supports, we have fixed, pinned and custom supports over here. So this tab looks similar to your previous versions. So pinned support, fixed supports, and fixed but for using for roller supports we can assign here. Then they also have shape editor has been brought it here. Then plate thickness is given here. So next tab is related to loadings. So we discussed that loadings, how to assign loads to the structures once you make a structure. So dead loads, live loads, and load definitions. So all these features has been added. New thing is enclosed zone definitions has been added over this part, and also we have a starting load definitions is added. So again, coming back to load case details, we can go for load case details, dead load, live loads, roof live, and seismic horizontal, seismic vertical separately they have given, and snow fluids, then ponding loads. Then we have increased about crane hooks, so that is a new features been added here. Then also accidental loads has been added. So this is quite good to see details. So we can go for load generations, load combination, define combinations. So this is quite good. Okay, so once you go with dead loads, again you can see they have added a load cases. So over here you can see number of details similar to your previous one. So area load, floor load, member loads, all this quite similar. Okay, so after that they are also given the analysis and design. So we can go for analysis part. So over here, once you're done with the model, you can go for run analysis. So once you're done with the run analysis, similar to the case, so all the analysis done. Since we don't have any model here, it shows the error at present. Okay, so let's quit. And then you have utilities. In this you have command file, so you can see the analysis reports, log reports, then grouping members. All these are new things. Then unit converters, calculators has been given in utilities. So coming down to this particular area, so you can see that the geometry tab, property tabs, materials, specifications, supports, loadings, analysis, and designs. So again, in designs we go with the code books, IS 456 or IS 800, depends on the material, which kind of material, using steel and concrete. According to that we go ahead. And here is a similar way, define parameters, and commands are over here. And after defining the parameters, we can assign to the selected members. So this is quite similar. So over here we also have some new things, that is workflow. This we can pin and unpin it, so you can change the interface in similar way. So click it. So here you can see pipe and connection designs, advanced concrete designs. So these are already in this top layer in the old versions, but they have done change in this updation in the interface, which is brought on the left side. So that's a new things. So if you start with the structure, we go back to geometry, we click on beam, so we add a beam, so 0 to 10 meter. Then you can give a supports, go for supports, create supports, fixed supports, then assign to the supports to the corners. Then you can go for loadings, again go for loads, you can create the dead loads, so you can add self weight, then you can add a member load. So it's quite similar. You can go ahead, assign to view, you can go for selected members also, right? So same way you can increase the labels, you can go for scalings to see this view, right? The ones done, you can go for your materials. Already it is there, concrete is available, so you can go for specification of members, beams. So if you want to release the load at the points, you can go for release your moment. Okay, then you have properties, which you're going for prismatic beams. So let's take it as 0.23, oh sorry, 0.30. I'm just going to take 0.230, add, you can assign to the selected beams, select the beam, assign, right? Then you can assign the loads, then you can just go for analysis. So here is a command where you go for select for all, so then perform the analysis. So you'll be getting a detailed reports, so you can see the reports, or you can see the results just with simple loads. And you can go for select beam cursor to see the deflection, bending moments, all these things. So what quite good to use Staad Pro new version 2025, and the results are very simple. You can see on the tabs on the top bottom. So in the top tabs you can see the structures, since no plates are there. Okay, fine. So that's all about this video. So in upcoming video we'll be updating more detail about Staad Pro, and I'll be keep on updating the courses on Staad Pro versions. So join with my channel and we can learn together. Thank you for watching.